Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and neither are any of these blokes. This is PYRO in Clan Wars Advances. This is on Lakeville, and of course Clan Wars Advances, if you're not familiar with the format of the game, when strongholds, battles for strongholds sort of stopped being a thing a few months ago now, a couple of patches ago, and if you're in a smaller clan, the battles for strongholds probably weren't too good, because if you got done, if you lost a heap of your industrial resources. Now this one's been sent to me from the Flying Elite from PYRO clan. He's a pretty active member of PYRO, and one of the moderators on the forums as well. He's driving around in the Conqueror gun carry, Conqueror GC, Conqueror gun carrier, the tier 10 British artillery piece. 1200 average damage, maximum stun duration. Minimum maximum 14 to 33 seconds. Penetration only 58, so you don't penetrate many shots in this thing, but when you hit these tanks they certainly stay hit. Now PYRO are playing up against a newer clan, DUCE, D-U-C-E. Now DUCE, they've got one Legionnaire in there from RGZ clan. It's a Clan Wars Advanced, like I said earlier. The DUCE are, I think they're a Korean clan. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. And unlike Clan Wars, in Clan War Advances you can see the lineups before you even start, and it's clear that DUCE have paid attention when people have been saying that Mauses are quite overpowered. They've bought 10 Mauses. It's a 10-minute game, 10 versus 10 at tier 10. That's what Clan Wars Advances are about. I'm pretty sure there's tier 8 Advances available as well. I'm not 100% sure, but 10 versus 10. DUCE have bought 10 Mauses. That's a lot of hit points to get through. I think the mouse is 3,200 hit points. And at the start of the game, Flying Elite actually put in 32,000 hit points to get through in 10 minutes. That's certainly going to be a challenge as the Flying Elite aims towards some of the Mauses. And looks like they're pretty much camping the base. He puts a shot towards that mouse that was right up the back there at K2. Gets him for 349 hit points of damage. Obviously stunned him as well. But we can't see him until he zooms back in again, which he's doing now. Looking at PYRO's lineup, they've gone for two 113s, the Chinese heavy tanks, two IS-7s, just the one mouse, one of the new Chinese heavy tanks, WZ115A, a Batchat, an Object 140, and the 907 Russian medium tanks. So you'd think PYRO should win the vision game here, that's for sure, as the Flying Elite aims towards that mouse. You can see Flying Elite's doesn't manage to do any damage in that shot, but he certainly did stun that mouse that was camping against that hill there. Looking at the minimap again, Object 140 back at the base of PYRO, keeping vision down here. There's one mouse spotted in that Valley of Death on Lakeville. So mediums up here, lining up these Mauses for the Flying Elite in his big bad British artillery. Turns around to aim again because his gun's just about loaded. And you can see the WZ115A as well as a 113 near their enemy base, just lighting these DUCE players up. Aims towards the mouse right at the back, puts another shot into him for 332 hit points of damage. Not massive one shots like you might be used to seeing in the CGC in Clan Wars, but certainly chipping away, keeping those tanks stunned, which would greatly help his teammates putting shots into him. Look at all those Mauses. All Mauses except for one spotted at F2. Flying Elite aiming again towards those Mauses. You can see their health going down. You can see that these tanks that are up there are certainly chipping away at these tanks. Gets another 146 damage into, you guessed it, into a mouse. 0-all still the score. PYRO showing great patience here. You can see on the minimap their setup. The Batchat and Object 140 just making sure this mouse doesn't push through the Western Valley on Lakeville. Flying Elite getting in a very aggressive position in the artillery piece. Of course, you don't see artilleries down in this corner every day, especially when you've spawned from the other side of the map. His guns just about aimed now. This is going to be a 2-for-1. He shoots and gets one for 110, one for 163. But again, keeping those mouse crews stunned as the as Nagy, you can see on the right hand side, their bombers have dropped some damage onto those Mauses. They've killed one. You can see Object 140 in the bat chat. In that valley, trying to keep that mouse honest, he's down to 1900 hit points. So they're chipping away at the lone mouse in the valley. All the other Mouses back down at the spawn as Flying Elite puts another shot into that one. 424 that time, and again keeps in stunned. Not picking up too much stun damage, but of course the Mouses can be pretty hard to penetrate. 2 Mouses spotted in that valley now. Still 2 Mouses that haven't yet been seen in this game, but you can see PYRO, they've got vision on the entire map now, looking at where those tanks are. 1524 hit points of damage to the Flying Elite. He wants to hit this mouse on 471 one more time to make him a one-shot for somebody. Let's see if he can do it. The gun's just about loaded. Looks like it went a little bit long, that shot. Still winning, 1 zip. Only 4 minutes to go though, and of course with Clan Wars advances, not sure how beneficial it is to draw a game, but DUCE obviously confident that PYRO are going to come after him, so they're going for the mouse camp. 10 Mouses. That's a hell of a lot of hit points to get through as a Flying Elite aims for this mouse on 1747 hit points. Once again, PYRO got great vision control, and they're very good at this. If you've ever played PYRO in Clan Wars, this is exactly what they do. They try and get vision control nice and early as Flying Elite hits that mouse for 233 hit points. 1 zip, still the score. 1-1 now. It looks like the DUCE guys just dropped their bombers or their airstrike into this section here. It's sort of J4, because they can tell that these heavy tanks, as well as the mediums, are all keeping their Mouses lit up. You can see the 907 here, that's Napalmer. He'll be shooting away in his Object 907 into these Mouses. It's certainly going to be an expensive game for all involved as the Object 140 picks up another kill. 2-1 is the score. You can see PYRO had some tanks on the cap there, as the Flying Elite picks up another 211 damage into a mouse. It's a long wait between shots for 200, 300, 400 odd damage, but it certainly does help keep the enemy team honest, especially when they're camping like this. 10 Mouses versus what you would probably call a normal Clan Wars setup with 10 versus 10. DUCE looks to me like they're losing this one. 3-1 is the score. 3 of the PYRO guys are capping, and they're probably saying, look, with using all this gold ammunition, we're probably better off capping if we can. Because when you win these stronghold advances, you do get a hell of a lot of industrial resources. As the 2-minute bell goes off, Flying Elite picks up his first kill, gets rid of yet another mouse. 4-1 the score now. They've only dropped 1 tank, and that's the new Chinese heavy tank, the WZ111 5A. That looked like a high explosive round fired from somebody just down here near the 113. Not really sure what's going on there. 13 seconds until they cap this one out. The guys from PYRO and the Flying Elite keeping these Mouses honest with his Conqueror gun carrier, the Tier 10 British SPG. 5-1 the score. The DUCE guys are managing to reset the cap. Flying Elite shoots again. Gets that one for nearly 500 hit points of damage, and I'm just going to go into free camera mode here. You can see the guys from PYRO capping this one quite nicely. You can see here, there's a mouse here, that's Nagy. He's the guy calling the battle, I believe. He's side on, but providing cover with this dead tank to the 113, the IS-7, and this IS-7. That mouse goes down, but these 3 tanks still capping with 3 seconds to go. Flying Elite will be saying, no, one more shot, one more shot. In the end, even though they were camping it, they couldn't reset the cap, and PYRO pick up the win. 6-2, winning by capping. Let's have a quick look at the post-game battle results. You'll see a good spread of damage from the PYRO lads. Flying Elite certainly did his job in that Conqueror gun carrier, moving down to the southeast corner reasonably early, and that allowed him to drop heaps of turds on those enemy tanks. 2,835 hit points of damage for the Flying Elite. But have a look at all the other ones. AVP3 Marine in his Object 140 got the top damage with 4,621 hit points. Napalmer and the Real Hayfish around about 3,000. Plenty in the 2,000 to 2,500. This IS-7 not quite lucky enough to get on the scoreboard. But not a bad result. Pyro versus Juice. It cost a Flying Elite nearly 50,000 credits with a premium account. He had the premium consumables running, which would have helped with that reload. That cost him 20 grand, and of course full premium ammunition, which is what you do on Tier 10 Clan Wars and Advances. So thanks very much for the replay, Flying Elite. Thanks for watching, everyone. That was Pyro versus Juice on Lakeville, digging out 10 mighty Mauses on the Lakeville camp. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.